This is James with WSTrades.com. I want to provide an update here on ticker LTRPA or Liberty TripAdvisor Holdings. So I've got the weekly time frame pulled up here, and there are some pretty ugly numbers on the chart, not going to lie, when it comes to earnings. And that was mainly in 2021. We have a massive loss here of $6 per share, then losing almost $2 per share here. Outside of those two really big numbers, it's not so bad. We have a loss of 45 cents a share here, a loss of 36 cents, a loss of 39 cents, 41 cents, but we do see positive earnings reports here, making 13 cents, making 87 cents, making 94 cents. So once we kind of got past these two quarters here, which were really brutal, things have definitely been in the positive overall. You know, if you look back at the last 6 quarters and you kind of add up all those numbers there, they are in the positive on earnings per share, although it is kind of a little shaky. So let's go into Yahoo Finance and just kind of take a closer look at what is going on. If we look at the income statement on the annual, you can see a big drop off here in 2020. No surprise, you know, in 2019 they had 1.5 billion in revenue, big drop off. But the last couple years, you know, if you look at 2020 through 2022, they're increasing in revenue. That's moving in the right direction. If you look at the EPS, again, it's pretty brutal here. If you look at all these years, 2020 was really brutal, no surprise, you know, losing 388 million for earnings. But again, the last couple years trending in the right direction, going from, you know, that negative 388 million for earnings down to negative 191, and then finally in the positive for 2022. But let's kind of take a look at what we've got going on the quarterly here. And you can see here for total revenue on the quarterly, last couple quarters, it is trending up. It's kind of up and down overall if you look at all 5 quarters, but you know, last couple quarters, it is trending up. It is trending in the right direction. Earnings are kind of hit and miss, but overall, you look at these 5 quarters, you know, that does put them in the positive overall on EPS, although it is kind of up and down. And then if you look at the earnings here, same kind of a thing. It is kind of up and down. You have a, you know, 67 million gain here, 30 million loss, 20 million gain, 31 million loss, 10 million gain. But if you look over, you know, the last 12 months, you can see they are in the positive by 30 million for earnings. Let's take a look at the cash flow statement here. So if we look at annual cash flow since 2020, same kind of a thing for operating cash flow, trending in the right direction. You know, they were at a negative number here for 2020, no surprise. They turned it into a positive for 2021, bigger positive number for 2022. Let's take a look here at the free cash flow, same kind of a thing. 2020, a big negative number for free cash flow, but then they swing into the positive for 2021, much bigger number here for 2022. I'd also like to look at the quarterly and kind of see what's going on here. So most quarters in the positive here. Now this quarter ending December 31st, 2022 was bad. They actually had negative operating cash flow there, but look at the other 5 positive quarters and look at the last 12 months, you know, in the positive, 390 million for operating cash flow. If we come down to free cash flow, paints a very similar picture here where we have the one quarter, you know, out of the last 5 that was in the negative, and then all the other ones are positive. You know, this results here in positive free cash flow of 334 million the last 12 months. So we can take a look here as well at the balance sheet, and if we look at the annual, we can see that 2019 they had a positive common stock equity of 320 million, but the, you know, 2020, 2021, and 2022, the stock equity is actually in the negative. Let's take a look here at the quarterly. And yeah, every single quarter, the last 5 quarters, we've got negative common stock equity, so that is a negative book value per share. So even though they have been turning things around lately when it comes to earnings and it comes to some of their cash flows, this is not something that I'm going to be buying or something that I'm going to be investing in. I like to see stocks that have, you know, positive book value per share, you know, have really stable cash flows, also have really stable earnings, and the balance sheet as well. Definitely don't like to see negative numbers when it comes to the book value per share. I don't like to see that consistently on the balance sheet. So yeah, I just wanted to give an update here and provide some analysis on ticker LTRPA, or Liberty TripAdvisor Holdings. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.